This is just a follow-up breaking news after the last information that was dished out in this channel concerning the recognition of the state of Palestinian, which was done at the United Nations General Assembly by most notable countries in the West. Canada did recognize the state of Palestinian, as well as United Kingdom, followed by Belgium, followed by France and some other countries. As we speak, Emmanuel Macron was also seen in another press conference where he was trying to clarify to the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and the world at large, why they recognized the state of Palestinian at the last General Assembly. United States of America has made its stand and position very clear through the statement that was released by the Department of State. Through Marco Rubio, the United States of American Secretary of State, they maintained that there is no state of Palestinian without adequate negotiation with Israel. And the best time to do that is not this time that Israel is currently at war with Palestinian or with Hamas over Gaza. Make on watch the video.
There is no Palestinian state, no matter how many papers they put out. And the only time there'll ever be one is if there is a negotiation with Israel, which right now is impossible because they have a war going on with Hamas, a terrorist group that butchered over 2,000 people on October 7th, just almost 2 years ago. And so as long as that's going on, the whole thing is irrelevant. It's almost a vanity project for a couple of these world leaders who want to be relevant, but it really makes no difference. Now, I will say the impact it has had is it actually derailed, it made talks that were going on, it made it even harder to get Hamas to enter into concessions that might have brought this to an end. And look, we think there's a window of opportunity right now to pursue it. The only leader in the world, really, that can sort of broker that or bring that together is President Trump. That's why every country in the region, and frankly, every country in the world, including many of those involved in this recognition effort, are begging the president to get involved in this issue.
Well, if you have been following us on this channel concerning this very issue on the recognition of Palestinian state, which the United Nations, or rather Canada and UK, was saying that is part of the two-state solution, that Israel should exist as a state while Palestinian also exist as a state. In my last video, I highlighted some of the things I feel or think that are going to be gridlock concerning who will be the legitimate owner of Gaza Strip and West Bank. Yes, so that very issue is a very big one. And I begin to see reasons also why the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, or why the United States of America is insisting that there must be a negotiation with Israel. Yes, do not forget that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has maintained that there is no state of Palestinian, that it will never happen. So the war or the argument or the tussle is still ongoing. And for the singular reason that United States of America, has a stand with Israel, I do not think that any proclamation by the United Nations General Assembly will have any effect towards making Palestinian a member state of the United Nations, as well as, getting that very status of becoming a state, which I highlighted also that them becoming a state will translate to Palestinian being the legitimate owner, possibly, of Gaza, as well as the West Bank. And you must understand how the control in Gaza and West Bank has been with respect to Israel up till this very time. So at this moment, it is truly a very dicey topic, which I do know that the world leaders still need to come together, have a discussion, an in-depth discussion, and possibly go into that very negotiation that United States of America is saying with Israel, because without adequate roundtable discussion to disagree and agree, it will continue to be chaos. And more wars can even break out, in the future if this is not handled, tenaciously and with utmost consideration of a lot of factors. Well, at this point, I will allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. Man, another person see am. God bless you.